Hello everybody. In this session, we will see some tips for study of physics. Means how to prepare own notes. Because in general, we read some books, some other material or some reference book, textbook, etc. and then we prepare our own notes. So my advice to all of you is this: better you prepare your own notes rather than taking ready-made notes. Now, how to prepare these notes and what are the advantages of preparing own notes rather than ready-made notes, that I will tell you in this session. So how to prepare these notes? So first take your textbook and if there is any reference book or others some study material, read it carefully and jot down some points which you feel important. And at the same time, if you have to make your study comprehensive or rather deep, then you have to search on internet some videos or some short films which are prepared for the students, preferably by some reputed organization, because those people are really knowledgeable or expert in that field and they teach you even some minor things. So reading books, textbook, reference book and study material, this is one part. Secondly, carefully watching those short films and videos on the internet. You have to search according to your subject and level. Not necessary that from each video you have to learn something or you have to prepare the notes. You first watch it carefully, and if you find that yes, there is some material, go back, rewind it and replay it and again watch it, or you can download if you want. Then searching the text, diagrams and figures on internet, because there are some good websites where this knowledge is stored, of course, for their students. Various universities or colleges, they prepare some notes. Some nice diagrams are also there. Some GIF files are also there, or some short videos. Go through it and see which diagram is useful for you or which diagram is easy for understanding. Download it and then you prepare your notes. Then at the same time, suppose you are preparing one specific chapter, then collect the previous question papers on that topic also, because some students say that when I finish my entire study of all chapters, then I will go for the exam, means practice test or practice exams. But my advice to all of you is that you do, there is no objection for that. But as time passes, suppose you prepare one chapter, then see the previous year's questions or some other papers where how question was asked on certain topic, and jot down that question if possible in your notes itself, or some important point. Or suppose there is some unusual question, and then you have to jot down it. And there are some advantages of this going through the earlier questions. Suppose there is one question you do not know the answer, then there is enough time. You can search the answer and prepare for your examination. Now, there are certain advantages of this kind of preparing the notes. When you prepare your own notes, you know from where you have collected it and what other details were available from that source. And reading and writing is essential for understanding process. It is not like that if you collect some information and put it in the computer, like in your brain. It is not like the computer. You put one file and anytime you can read it like that. No, it is not like that. Human brain has certain properties. So if you read, write, then it can store in a better manner. and plus you know what details are necessary for you, that you can find out from your question papers, what details are expected. Now, jotting down the important and difficult points in between, this is also possible if you prepare your own notes rather than taking somebody else has prepared the notes or some coaching center has given the notes. That notes you can use it, no problem, but it is as a reference material, not your own notes. So that in between these notes also you can jot down the point which you find that yes, this is important, or I will need it, or this kind of questions were asked in some previous exams. So there are sometimes there are some unusual questions appeared in the previous exams. So you can jot down those questions in your notes itself, so that your notes become full or rather comprehensive, and then your preparation becomes easy. So I don't say that don't use the ready-made notes which are given by somebody. Use that is as a reference, means to what details you have to study like that. But you prepare your own notes, because that writing and reading is essential for understanding. Because this understanding is a process. It is not simply the storing something in computer or like a file like that. No, your brain should understand that what you are reading, or whether it is difficult or whether it is simple, and at the same time of your preparation of notes, etc., try to remember shortcut how to remember this, or mind map. So first I will see at this point, then this point, then this point. Better to draw the diagram, etc. This is not possible, or this is not possible for ready-made note. Ready-made notes may be some diagram or some shortcut, etc. But that you can use. But you can develop your own style. For ready-made food, it is alright. Somebody has prepared for you, you can eat it. But not for learning or understanding. Our understanding process is not that simple. So you better prepare your notes, and that will be useful for you. So for today's session, we will stop here.